Alright, a few of you have been asking to see a video of this, so this is my final presentation for my graphic design degree. The frame is made of an old electronic drum kit frame, and all the devices are mounted via device mounts to that. So each of these devices is completely independent, and they have their own little slideshow here. There we go. This is one of the apps that I did screens for. Did not actually program this app, just screenshots. There you go. This app is for attendance in a school or any kind of educational setting, where basically it can detect whether you're present or not instead of having to waste time on attendance. Alright, so moving on. This is an app that I actually did publish to the App Store. It's a social networking app, a competitor to Facebook for baby boomers. And I'll actually show you the live app right now. Alright, so here's the app. As you can see, it's kind of like a news feed, like Facebook. There's a nice pull to refresh features like Facebook, and then you can see all your friends' posts, and you can post your own as well. Alright, so that's that. Alright, moving on over here to the laptop. This has a flash animation that we did, and it conflicts kind of badly with the slideshow, so I'm going to go ahead and open it in a separate tab here. We'll refresh it so you can see. It's an educational tool for the legends of the Great Wall, and so each kind of scene is a different legend that you can go through, so it has information about certain aspects of it. You can fold out, and up there it tells the story, and each story has is actually narrated. So let's start the narration here.
Around the time that the Great Wall was announced to be built, a beautiful young woman named Mun met a young man named Fan. He was very afraid of being caught by a fish.
I can pause that for now. And so there's 4 legends in each of these, and the scroll effect on the side is actually has some momentum physics to it. So if you go from really far down to really far down on this navigation bar, it actually scrolls farther. Just like that. Alright, over here, this is a Windows Phone 7.5. It's a little bit older device. And this one has another app that I didn't actually program, but it has screenshots. This is an app for Texas wildlife and parks. It's kind of a trip planner for if you're going to go camping or something like that, and it also has a nice SOS sheet menu so that if you get lost or whatever or need help, you can broadcast your GPS location or contact the nearest park office. Alright, over here we've got an Evo 4G, and I put some branding and identity work on this one. Here's the new logo for my company, business card. We got another logo I did, another logo I did. Alright, we'll start over on the other side now. Alright, now this is a Nexus 7, and I have a 30-second TV ad for Dramamine here. Alright, and we'll skip the main screen for now and head over to some digital illustration work. Here we go. Here's a dragon that I illustrated. And then here's a 2D project. And this is actually a screen print that I did. It's based on a Dürer etching. I put drumsticks in his hand instead of the scale that he was holding. And this is actually originally done for a painting class, but I did it digitally first before I did it on a canvas. And then here's kind of just a interesting way to show a Chinese character with like lots of deconstruction and stuff like that. Alright, and this one down here is pretty interesting. It's actually a game that we created, and I'll just jump into it over here. It's about economic policy between conservatives and liberals. I'm going to boot it up right now. The gaming engine was programmed in JavaScript, and I rewrote the entire engine because I wasn't happy with what I could find. Alright, here we go. So I'm going to start as a conservative this time. Little start screen, and each of these buttons is kind of a superpower that I can deploy, and this is the life of the structure that I'm protecting. So I'm going to be flicking these guys off the screen to try to protect my structure. So this is a Capitol building, and hippies are coming at it.
Hey man, what are you doing? Not war.
And the higher you fling them, it actually has some physics built in, so the higher you fling them, the quicker they die. So if I just drop them like that, they're not actually dead. I have to fling them up real high before they die.
Hey man, what are you doing? Never trust the bus or off the bus. Don't hassle, brotherhood of man.
And if I get enough points here, you can see me deploy one of the superpowers. Alright, so now I can use my filibuster here, so I'm going to use that. I know you see the lights coming down because it's hitting it, so I'm going to deploy my filibuster. That just wipes them out.
Hey man, what are you doing? Help from my friends.
And over here I can pause at the recess button whenever I want. But the whole object is just to keep them from going into this, breaking through this wall. So here I'll let the wall decrease in life a little bit there. And you can see it starts cracking and everything. Alright, so now I have enough points and enough decreased life on the wall to do the compromise, which gives me some life back. And if I save up enough, I can use the really awesome power, which is a fiscal cliff.
Hey man, what are you doing? Open chain. Right on. Hey man, what are you doing? Chain for greed.
They start coming quicker as time goes by, so it gets more difficult as you progress.
What are you doing? Never trust the greed, man. I get by. Hey man, right on. Don't trust the man. Hey man,
Alright, so now I can use the physical cliff. So here we go. And they're falling down the physical cliff. And that'll be ending here really quick, and I'll have to... There we go. Alright, so now I'm just going to let him go through the wall so you can see how that works. Oh, game over. Alright, so now I'm going to restart it real quick to show you if you select to be a liberal, you can see get going the other way. So I'm going to keep it on liberal this time. Let's play. And the mechanics are all the same, except it's blue instead of red, and this guy is like a Wall Street guy that I want to kill. So, and they're going at the White House. We're defending the White House.
It's doing running again in America. It's doing again in America. Somebody wins, somebody down. It's morning again in America. Go.
So that's that pretty much. And then we'll move over here to this one's just a couple of websites that I did. Most of these have been programmed and actually were alive at one point at least. This is my old website for my company. Here's a website about sustainable development. Here's one for the Maker Faire. Here's one for an app that we were promoting. Then real quick over here, we'll go back to the middle here with the painting. So as you can see, if you zoom out, it's kind of the crotch of the monster I've created. As an Easter egg, I kind of put this in here, if you can hear it. MC Hammers can't touch this. And this is just my painting actually, so it's also probably the only part that's not like digital or interactive that I just scanned in instead. All right. And then the main event over here on the big screen is my website redesign. So we go over here, let's go up to the top here. So here's the top of it, and it's got a parallax effect, so once you scroll down, it kind of zooms out like this. Information about what we do, clients we've worked for in the past, and down here some blog posts and so forth. And of course information about me, and the way to contact us, of course. That's about it. So for the devices, we've got a Samsung Galaxy Player 5, an iPhone 4, this is a MacBook Pro Retina, this is a Windows Phone 7.5, I think it's an HTC Titan or Hero or something like that, it's an older one, an Evo 4G, and back over here we've got a Google Nexus 7 and a Kindle Fire. And back over here we've got iPad 4 Retina and an iPhone 3GS and an iPad 2. And of course the middle one is just a cinema display. And the trackpad down there controls the cinema display and the laptop above.